Luna Tribe, welcome back to my channel. I'm home and I'm so excited to let you know that yesterday I have finished my crochet designer formula for you. I'm so excited because I spent many days forming this formula to share with you. You know, when I already have in my all the sheet or the paper, just like, you know, sometimes most of the part of that work is in my head and I haven't write anything down in the paper just because I know in myself that, oh, I know how to do it. But now since many of you are asking and wanting to learn to design your first crochet garment, so I was like, what can I do? What can I help you? So I have to put all the thing in my head into this little booklet. I mean, little like 12 pages, and it's done. Yesterday I already sent it all out to you, those who sign up to my mailing list. And if you wonder what do you mean send it all out to those who in the list, it is free. That's why, because I want to give you this gift, because hey, come on, this is New Year. Happy New Year. Before we go into dive deep into this booklet, Crochet Designer Formula, I want to say thank you so much for walk this path with me. Now another year together. 2020 is gonna be awesome. I already feel inside of my heart so much going on, so much I want to share, so much I want to write, and I'm so excited. Thank you so much for asking as well. Because of you wanted to learn to design something, to create something by your own, so that give me the fire, give me this inspiration also to put everything down into word. And it's just like, wow, it's not that difficult, but just because it was like, okay, what can I do? What can I teach you in this way? But because of you ask in many questions, in many way, and helping me to actually form this booklet for you. These 12 pages Crochet Designer Formula can be yours right this moment when you finish watching this video, because I'm gonna walk you through how to work with this booklet and how to use this, your best friend forever, to create your crochet garment. And this booklet is showing you how to design your first crochet sweater. Are you ready? Let's dive into that. So when you go to my website, you can sign up and get the formula to download when you confirm to the sign up to my mailing list. And if you already signed up to my mailing list, just check your email. I already sent yesterday. You can download in your device, in your computer, or even on your phone. Look, I just downloaded to my phone. I just sent to myself and download to my phone, so I can show you how it look like on the phone as well. So this is all the pages that you can take with you anywhere, everywhere you go. So let's walk you through the first thing you need to know about designing your garment. Today I just want to also let you know what formula, which design that I use this formula. But first start with the tape measurement, because this is something you really need to get used to how to use this. You know, I've been carrying this thing everywhere I go, and my friend was like, are you crazy? You're going to shopping food and you have this with you. I said, come on, in case I see something and I need to measure something or someone or myself. I know it's a little crazy and extreme, but this I like to keep what I use the most, you know. So get used to carrying this thing around with you. So when you have your booklet, you can see the second page is about measure your body. So today video also I want to let you know, getting to know your body is so important in designing class, because before you can design for anybody, before you can make all sizes, I know many of you like sitting and it's like, I know how to measure my body, give me something more. But you know, this class I want to open for everyone, even a beginner who have never ever design anything for herself and don't even know how to use the tape measurement. So let's start with our body. And also this crochet designer formula I create for those who want to design for herself. For those who want to learn to design in different sizes, I will have a masterclass. So if you want to be part of this professional crochet masterclass that I will launch on March, you can also comment down below. I will set up the page for you to sign up and be in the waiting list as soon as the course launch you will be the first to know. All right, let's start with our body today. When you have a tape measurement, in this formula, I have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If you already have a formula with you in your hand, you can just open and have a look. A, I show you how to measure your shoulder. B is your bust. C is your waist. D is your high hip. And E is your full hip. And F is the front waist length, like, you know, from here down to your waist. But also I will explain to you, with the F you can use to measure from the the base of your shoulder down to your high hip or anywhere you want, and I will show you in a minute how to do that. So when you know the structure of the body, as I said, since this formula is going to teach you how to crochet your first sweater, and it's not how to top, it's not anything that fit with your bra cup, so I'm just gonna only concentrate on this because it's easy and you can do it. Really, I believe in you. This is just 2 rectangles to put it together and create the sweater that will fit you. And most of all, you will learn your body. You will learn how to measure your body. You can keep this number to use later on. So let's start with the shoulder. When you measure your body, if you're going to use inches, just always keep using inches. If you use centimeter, just use centimeter. Don't mix things up because that will be a headache later on if you write in the paper and you don't know it's inches or centimeter. I like to use inches, so today, for the sake of the video, we're going to do inches, and also in the booklet is about all inches. So when you take the tape measurement, make sure that you don't wear so much clothes. Like even now, I wear this because it's thin, but when you do it alone, I would suggest you to wear only the undergarments like a bra and the underwear. And another thing is that before you place the tape measurement on your body, make sure it's not twist, it's lay flat, right? So when you measure yourself, if you have long hair, just also make sure you do not take your hair into the measurement line, so that it's accurate. So when you want to measure your shoulder by yourself, you do like so. Like for me here, I have like this when I'm not too pull too tight or too loose, like this. So my shoulder measure 39 inches, and in the formula I show you when you get the number of the shoulder, because we're gonna make a rectangle sweater. When you got the number 39 or whatever number you have, for my case it's 39, so I would divide it into 2 because the front panel and the back panel. After you divide it into 2, you will have to minus 2 inches. Why? Because most of the yarn, they're stretched out a lot, and also in this part of the body, I like to measure 2 inches so the sweater will sit nicely on my body. But this is optional. You don't have to minus the 2 inches, and I will tell you which design that I use this formula without minusing 2 inches. This one, if you remember, this is Magdelene top. I use the same formula, although the way I measure my body, I don't go around, so I don't have to do a calculation. But over time, I learned different technique. You can use the booklet technique that you will get for free. I keep saying this because everyone's like, you really give me for free. Yes, you get it for free, my friend. So this Magdelene top, I only measure like this, because you can also do this way. You see, there's like many ways to do, but I teach you the way that is like, you know, the way I do now. I think it's nice to also include how to calculate for you to keep in mind that this way is possible to make a sweater. And if you want to see by yourself how I do this one, I put the link to this video for you here. It's a full tutorial. You can learn how to make this Magdelene off-shoulder top. And another reason I did minus 2 inches, because I want to have an effect of off-shoulder. I have another example here I put on the screen, Grandmother Moon sweater. I also have a video tutorial here, a full video tutorial. You can have a look and learn to make this one. I use the same formula, and I did minus 2 inches because it's off-shoulder again. So you can see by yourself if you need to minus the 2 inches, or if you like to to, you know, have it off shoulder look, just play around and see which way suit you better. Let's come back to this booklet. After you learn how to measure your body, in this case I teach you how to make a sweater. So we need the measurement of here of the shoulder. You divide it into 2, you minus 2, and that is the front panel. In this case 17 inches and a half is my front panel of the width, and then I need to find out how long I want to make this sweater. So to find out is to use the tape measurement, and since I want my sweater I have to sit from here, so this is the measurement of F. When you have the booklet, you see there's a code A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and stand for different thing I just mentioned earlier before. So the F is like the front waistline, the front waist length. So from here down to your waist. But if you feel like, oh, I don't want my sweater to be that short, you can use the F from here down to your, for example, I wanted to make sweater until my high hip. So F until D. So this is the number that you will make for the length of your sweater. Mine is 20. So I just gonna make the width of 17 inches and a half with the length of 20. So you're going to make the crochet, going to crochet, you can crochet from up down to the bottom, but I like to start from the bottom up. I didn't mention this in the booklet, but because it's so it depends on what you want. Like, it's not the must that it's not something so important that you have to start from here to there, unless that when you write the pattern for sale for people to buy and for your tester, you have to note that down. And this again going to be in a professional crochet masterclass. This one that I give you is more like learning, play around and see which way work best for you. I didn't tell you to start from here or from here because this is your free choice. You can do which way you want. I prefer to start from the bottom and up here. This is just my way. And then we move on to choosing the stitch. I didn't talk so much about choosing the stitch because again, you can choose any stitch to use in this sweater because this is your sweater. But I would suggest you, if this is your first sweater, just use something very simple like double crochet or half double crochet. I'm not suggested to do single crochet because it's too small and it's become too stiff. And if you are new to crochet and if you have to make the whole sweater with single crochet, it takes a long time and you might not want to finish it anymore. So start with half double crochet or double crochet. That would be a good start for you. That at least for me. And also, like I said, single crochet quite stiff. I want my sweater to be flowy and soft. So yeah, you have a look which stitch that you love the most and use that one. But if you want to use more complicated stitch, you can also go to Crochet Stitch Dictionary or go to Pinterest. There are a lot of stitches on Pinterest you can use, and just make sure if the stitch have like a pattern of certain multiple number, then you have to again calculate that. This thing is not in the booklet. As I said, this is for beginners, so you have to try something as simple as possible. Over time, when you get more confidence, you can start to do something more, you know, like complex or use different stitch, but it's not that difficult. Everything is really easy to learn. You just need time to study the stitch and study how to calculate and use any stitch that you want in your sweater. And I teach this everything about calculating the stitch, where the stitch dictionary that you can use, mostly you can use everywhere, because the stitch dictionary, the dictionary stitch is not copyright, so you can use those stitch to create your sweater. Just make sure again that it's not too complicated when you start your first sweater for the very first time. And all details about a master class and something how to count, how to that will be in a different class and not in this class. Since this is the first time Crochet Designer Bootcamp and giving you this Crochet Designer Formula, I want you to be able to make this sweater in 1 week or maybe 3 days if you crochet fast and you have time. Alright, now we're moving up. In this booklet, after you choose the stitch that you want, you will see that there is a structure. Is showing you the front panel, the back panel, and when you face them together, and how to sew them to the side body here both, and also into the shoulder part. You have to leave the armhole to crochet the arm later on. I also write about how you can, all the calculation that I talked before is also in the booklet. Don't worry, you have everything written down. And I also have Q&A, the question that I think you want to ask me, and I answer you in the booklet as well. When the connecting part, I just talk about that. And the sleeve part, in order to teach you how to add the sleeve, I also have a video of the same formula that I use. Like I show you this one, you can do the same because I use the same technique. And again, with the sleeve part, in this formula, I show you how to measure, like just like explain to you when I say arm length is to measure from here down to, you know, your wrist. But again, because crochet piece tend to stretch a lot, and since this design, or since this class is for you, is create for you to be able to design your first crochet sweater, you then keep wearing it. You have to wear your sweater when you put it together already, the front and the back, and then you will see, because sometimes the shoulder part is dropped down a little bit. So if you have the number of your shoulder measurement, which you're going to write everything down, I have the section also for you to write all the number down of your shoulder, your bust, your waist, and everything else, and also the arm length. Make sure that the arm length is very flexible, because if the shoulder part of your sweater is dropped down, meaning that you will have less inches on the arm length that you write it down. Do you know what I mean? So when you put all two front part and back panel and front panel together already, sew it up here just to leave the armhole, you put it on and see how long you need to make the sleeve. So, and also to make the sleeve, I suggest you to start from here down. I have a video also, Grandmother Moon, you have a look over here, and also the video Harvest Moon sweater. I use the same formula, start from the armhole here, and you can just keep continue, and then you will see that some design, for example this one, is turned out to be a bell sleeve. I didn't do anything. I mostly like just start from here, and somehow it's turned to be slightly bell sleeve by itself, but I use the same formula, which start the armhole from here. Start the sleeve from here, the armhole. I hope you understand how the process goes, and if you have a question right now, just stop this video and write your question in the comment down below, so that I can go through each of your question and answer you and help you if you don't understand which part that I talk about it so far. And if not, let's continue. In the end, in this booklet, you also have a note, and you can answer to this question: how does this design fit you? And you know, if you have any challenging creating it. And also very important, when you make each project, you have to write it down, the yarn that you use and how much you use. So this info is very important for you for the next project, to be able to calculate in your size how much yarn you use in the different size of yarn, because different size yarn weight also use different yards when you create something. So write everything down. This info, I create this page for you to write it down as well. And the hook size is very important. So when you look back again, you're like, now I remember I have this info. I know what hook size I use. I didn't write it down, the name of the project, because since this is a beginning thing that you start to do, so I didn't think of having a name of your project, but definitely you should have a name of your project. You can just add that in this booklet. And I also have a space for you to feel what stitch that you use. It's very important to know what stitch you use. You can, if this 3 lines is not enough, this is just an idea. You can have a book, separate book, to write all your info of each of your design. So you can write it down what stitch you use and more details on that in your separate book. And yeah, the project size and the project names, like I said, it's nice to have everything in order. So this is like just the formula that will help you to start your first project. I'm going to also create a webinar 1 hour long to go deep into this designing project, because I don't want to have this video like 1 hour long. This is boring. So I want to just bring it out only the essential of this booklet, what is help you how to use the booklet. And again, I just show you how to measure your shoulder, but everywhere else it's just the same. You have to measure with your measurement lay flat. In the booklet has the image. So if you say I'm a visual learner, you should show me in the video how to measure. Well, it's just the same, like here and here. If you have more questions that you feel the booklet is not clear enough for you, again, leave them down below and I will do my best to answer all of your questions. So yeah, make sure to sign up and grab it now if you have not yet downloaded to your device, because I think this will be very useful for you if you have dream of creating something by yourself, creating your own sweater. I think now is the time. There's no more excuse, my friends. You have to do it now. I already prepared this for you. Now you have to do the work. Let me know in the comment below if you like this formula. Also, if you like this video, if you do like this video, click the like button, because this way you help my channel so much and you help many people to discover this video, help them to start to design their first crochet sweater. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, you click that button down below this video and also click the bell so you won't miss any video from me. I hope you like this crochet designer bootcamp, and let me know also what would you like to know more. What should I put in the next video coming for you? What is your struggle in the process of designing your own crochet garment? And if you're a crochet business owner, what is your pain point of running a successful crochet business? I would like to hear from you and I would like to support you if I can. Have a beautiful day. Happy crocheting. I see you on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you tag me when you use my method. Love you. Bye bye.